Okay, these are the social workers. I think they're from St. Joseph's Church.
Any veteran? Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps. Veteran? You need paperwork? I got paperwork. Everybody's scared to come. They can put bars on it and you scared. Like you guys. Hey. Put it all in there. Thank you, baby. All right.
Very limited role here.
Oh, sorry. I know it is, David.
Yeah, look at 3 different comments. Well, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. You want me to hold one of the mic? Please.
Okay, I just-
That's okay, Felicia. We're good.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. You're going to get me in with.
Okay.
Let's start with your first and last name, please.
Felicia Adams Kellen.
Can you spell it out for me, please?
Yes, B-A space, capital L-E-C-I-A, Adams, A-D-A-M-S, Kellum, K-E-L-L-U-M.
And your title?
President and CEO of St. Joseph's.
So, what exactly are you going to be doing here today?
So we are beginning our Encampment to Home project, where we will start out by Zone 1 intervention of outreach workers going in. We've already assessed about 100 people who are very eager to move into housing, and now we'll start with the zone-by-zone approach of going in, meeting with folks and saying, hey, here's the day, we've got housing for you today. Are you open to coming with us? And we're going to get people housed.
How many zones are we talking about here, and where are they located?
It's about 5 zones, and we'll start with Zone 1 and go to Zone 5. So we kind of use a sort of sandwich approach to getting folks towards the middle. It'll give some folks time to adjust, to figure out if they're ready. We hope everyone will say yes to housing.
And what exact services will you be providing or offering today?
So today is housing and supportive services. So food, mental health support. For some people who are ready for detox, we have some detox beds. So for people who are ready to get some treatment, we'll have some treatment support as well. And some of our partners are ready to have folks move into those beds. So it's kind of a case-by-case assessment of needs, and we'll go from there.
How long do you expect this to take, this process?
Probably about 6 weeks.
It's a long time. LA County Sheriff Alice Villanueva wanted them out by Sunday. Is that a realistic goal?
Well, to be honest, we're here to do outreach. We're not here to kind of talk about the jurisdictional issues and what folks think is reasonable. What we're going to do is a 6-week effort to ensure that people are connected to housing, and to each person, to a person who is placed in interim housing, we're matching a permanent housing voucher so that we can make this a permanent housing intervention, not just interim, but permanency.
How many people have you made contact with already? How many do you expect to make contact later today?
Well, we've engaged hundreds already over the last year. 100 have been engaged and assessed, and even last week we were able to house about 30 folks, so we're feeling really good about that.
Do you expect most of these folks to...
And let me correct that. Let me correct that. Last week, I believe the numbers are a little different. I think we housed about 12 on Thursday, another 5 or 6 during that week, and then all together, there's probably been about 30 or so housed since the April beginning of the Hamlock Court, just to be clear.
Is it safe to say that there are hundreds living here along the boardwalk?
We've identified over 120, 130 tents. We estimate there's about 200 people living on the boardwalk.
Do you think many of them will take the help that they're being offered, or will they reject it?
I believe people will take that.
And permanent housing, is it realistic to say that all these people will be getting permanent housing?
Well, we wanted to make sure that we matched to a person the permanent housing resource that's available and necessary to make sure that people don't just go into interim and cycle back out. So it's going to take some time. So we're very grateful that we have the COVID recovery housing vouchers. It means that it's like rapid rehousing. We're going to have to go find apartments, and we're going to need the city's support and tenants that are in these apartments and doing well to welcome our homeless neighbors into those spaces and into their neighborhoods. And we believe we can get it done. It's going to take some time to find landlords that are willing to rent to our folks.
You said it's going to take some time. Obviously, the permanent housing is the overall goal, but what happens now? Today you start with offering to help, but what happens?
Immediate housing will be available today, and that means it's interim. So it'll be project room key sites, motels, some of the home key sites will be available, even some of the shelters, and we'll make those spaces immediately available with housing that will come with support. But for the permanent piece of that, once people are settled in, we'll assess their needs, see what kind of housing they need, and we'll make sure that we connect them with that.
Anything else you want to ask?
How are people responding this morning for day one of the 6-week initiative?
Yeah, we haven't gotten started yet, but there's a lot of positive energy out there. We were doing some Connect Days a few weeks ago, and folks were coming to the table, very enthusiastic. I think people are just really overwhelmed, and many are ready to make a change.
And with that point, we got to get going.
How many individuals will be with you today? How many individuals will be with you today working?
Staff?
Yeah.
Oh, we have upwards of 10 or 15 staff or so that are going to help with the project today. Thanks so
Can you
much.
say and spell your name?
Yes. Valicia Adams Pelham, V-A space, capital L-E-C-I-A, Adams.
We're going to work out. It's a shoulder workout. movie star.
It's amazing. No one's all these news media people out here are not mentioning Michael Hall, who was brutally murdered here the other day. No one is even talking about him. Rest in peace, my friend.
Morning.
Morning.
How you doing, Bob?
Good.